Hey, hi, hello. Welcome to Staying Sharp with the Sharps. It's the show about staying sharp with biblical truths. So each week you're going to see a brand new guest here alongside me and my wife, or it might just be me and the other person. It's going to change every single week, but you're going to hear a different perspective on a biblical topic every single week here on YouTube and Facebook. So before we get started, like we normally do on a normal Wednesday, we normally start with a game, and those of you that are watching get to play at home, and we're going to play Guess That Beard. You're going to see a picture show up on screen with the top of the face blacked out, and you have to guess whose beard that is.
Hold up. Is it somebody they know?
Yes.
Like a personal person?
Yeah, like a personal person here in Farwell or in the general area of Farwell.
So not a celebrity?
Not a celebrity.
Okay.
We tried that in youth one time, and it didn't work out very well. Apparently, people don't know beards very well. But this one that we have coming up on the screen here in just a second, you probably have recognized this one here.
Or hopefully you do.
So we'll give you just a few seconds to guess whose beard it is on the screen right now, and then you can make your guess. You can leave a comment down below as to who you think this beard belongs to. Now, hopefully, I've given you enough time. And if you guessed Brother Russ, you're right. It is Brother Russ. That's his beard. Hopefully you guys know it. If you did, you get bonus points and a high five. And that's really all you win because we can't give anything out. Now, the second beard might throw you off just a little bit. Now, we can't totally confirm that this person is in the area of Farwell. We can't even confirm that this person actually exists. But his beard is on the screen. You can take a look at it, and you can probably guess who it is. Now, if you guessed Chewbacca, no, you're wrong. It's actually Bigfoot. But I guess you could confuse the two because they're kind of the same thing. But yeah, so if you guys got those right, congratulations. You win a high five from me. Air five on the camera. There you go. Enjoy that. But Camilla, what is today's, whenever you're watching this, what is today's Bible verse that we're getting into?
It is 1 Peter 1, 5 through 7.
Awesome. Would you mind reading that for us?
Of course. It says, "You are being guarded by God's power through faith for a salvation that is ready to be revealed in the last time. You rejoice in this, even though now for a short time, if necessary, you suffer grief in various trials, so that the proven character of your faith, more valuable than gold, which, though perishable, is refined by fire, may result in praise, glory, and honor at the revelation of Jesus Christ."
Right on. Thank you, wifey.
You're welcome.
So we live in some pretty weird times, right? A lot of different things have been canceled. A lot of different things that we've had plans for are just not, they're not there anymore, right? We used to be able to put our faith into these things, and now it seems like this virus has come along and kind of taken all that stuff away. But one of the weird things, and this is what I was thinking of when I was reading this, how it talks about how we are kept, right? Well, when you think about it, right, we put our faith in these subscription things a lot, Netflix, Xbox, a lot of those. But we can't really put our faith in those because we never really know what's going to happen with those. For example, I don't know if anyone at home remembers MoviePass. If you don't, well, there's probably a very good reason for that. MoviePass used to be this subscription service that you could pay $10 a month and you could go and see just about any movie in the theater that you wanted to. But slowly over time, the service got worse and worse and worse. Pretty soon you weren't able to see as many movies as you wanted to. They cut it back to like 2 or 3 a month. Then you started seeing that more and more movie theaters stopped supporting it. And then you would run into the issues of where people would try to cancel their MoviePass subscription and come to find out that MoviePass is actually still charging them for their pass. And plus you had some of these like yearly premium members who spent money to get these certain perks, but then MoviePass scaled all that back and everybody lost those perks. And then last year, MoviePass actually went out of business. And so it's a good lesson of, one, how to run a business well, because they didn't do it very well. But it's also a good lesson of, we can't put our faith in things like MoviePass, like Netflix or Xbox, because if the internet goes out, we can't really use either one of those.
So you mean we can't put our faith in things in the world?
Exactly.
So what should people put their faith in?
In God.
And how do they do that?
Through Jesus. I feel like I'm in Sunday school right now. But so let's read those verses over one more time, and let's pick out maybe 3 things that students can use to stay sharp during this time?
Okay. Am I reading the whole thing again?
Yes.
All right. You are being guarded by God's power through faith for salvation that is ready to be revealed in the last time. You rejoice in this, even though now, for a short time, if necessary, you suffer grief in various trials, so that the proven character of your faith, more valuable than gold, which, though perishable, is refined by fire, may result in praise, glory, and honor at the revelation of Jesus Christ.
Right on. So, wifey, what is one thing that you would pull out of that verse that students could use to stay sharp?
To stay sharp?
To stay sharp.
So, like, the fact that they're being refined?
Yeah.
And, like, that they stay sharp?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it says may result in praise.
Yeah.
So remember to worship God and worship Him even through this hard time and suffering.
Yeah. So what are some ways that you would recommend for students to do that in this time? Because that's kind of a hard thing to do sometimes.
Yeah. Maybe because I've noticed a lot of people taking walks outside with their family, and maybe when you're going on your walk, look for things that like God has created that you can thank Him for. Even though right now a lot of things are uncertain and there's not a lot of peace, if you see a really pretty flower in the middle of a cracked sidewalk, or you're walking and the sun is setting and it's beautiful, just take that time to thank God for that.
Yeah. And that's kind of something that I've been leaning on. Like I was hanging out with some friends the other day, and I was talking about how like you got and of course I'm a nerd, I'm a gamer, so we got like all these games coming out, and I'm like, man, what a time to be alive to be able to play these games. Mm-hmm. And some of them kind of gave me the side eye and was like, wait a minute, dude, like we're in the middle of a pandemic. What do you mean, what a time to be alive? And I was like, well, it goes back to Ecclesiastes, right? How he comes to this realization of he finds nothing better than to eat your food, drink your Dr. Pepper, whatever it is, and just enjoy the life that God has given you. It's just kind of taking stock of those little things and just enjoying those one at a time. And so I was telling them, that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to stay positive, trying to enjoy the little things, even if it's just like Animal Crossing or a can of Dr. Pepper even. I find that during this time cans of Dr. Pepper taste a little bit sweeter, and I don't know if that's a bad thing or if that's a good thing, but yeah, that's great. Is there anything else that you would recommend,
like that goes with praise?
That or just anything else from that text?
Well, I was going to ask you what the second one was.
Oh, okay. Well, I think one of the cool things about this verse is that it mentions how you experience grief during trials for a period of time. And I think the second thing to remember to stay sharp, is our trials, they don't last forever. Now, I know that the day that we're recording this, the social distancing and all that stuff got extended by a month. And I know that probably freaks some people out, but the reality is there's going to be a day where this coronavirus is gone. There's going to be a day where we're going to go back to school. School might look a little differently with some of these new things that the schools are doing. Even youth ministry is going to look differently with the way that we're doing things here at the church. But we're going to go back to a somewhat normal way of life where this coronavirus isn't a thing anymore. And so we have to really remember that, yeah, we're in the middle of a trial, but that doesn't mean it's forever. We often think trials last like forever, but they don't. So the second thing to remember is our trials don't last forever. PTL for that, which if you don't know what PTL means, it means praise the Lord. So PTL for the fact that our trials don't last forever. And so the third thing that you guys can take away with you to help you stay sharp during this time is to redeem the time. This text talks about refining your character and having this character that glorifies God and brings Him joy and is able to bring Him praise. It's in this time that a lot of us have been given a lot more freedom with our time than what we're probably normally used to.
So you're saying that they should use their time wisely?
Yes. Now, I'm not saying you don't play video games. I know a lot of you have been staying up till like 4 a.m. playing Fortnite. I saw you, but I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying maybe carve out some of that time to get into the Bible. I know for me personally, getting into 1 Peter, just trying to do it every day or every other day has made a huge difference for me. And that's why I'm sharing some of that with you, the students watching this, today. And hopefully that encourages some of you. But use this time to really build your character, to pray, to seek after God, because it's the habits that you start now that's going to last you through the rest of the year. If you're spending all this time just playing video games, binge watching Netflix, or whatever that crazy tiger show is that I keep seeing all over the internet,
I kind of honestly want to watch it.
I kind of don't. I'm scared of that stuff. I should say I'm scared that I'm going to like it. But that's besides the point. I'm not saying don't engage in that stuff, but don't let that be the only thing that you do during this time. Let this time be a time where you can get into God's Word, you can pray, you can reach out to maybe some friends or some family. I think that's one of the most encouraging things for me is that when I've talked to a couple of students, they've talked about how they've gotten to hang out with some friends or they've gotten to talk with some friends and just kind of see how they're doing. And I'm like, that is what we should be doing. And a lot of you students are knocking it out of the park. And so those are 3 things that you can use to stay sharp during this time. And that's going to wrap it up for episode 1. We'll be back next week with an episode 2. Brand new guest, brand new topic, brand new game right here on YouTube and our Facebook page. Now, as always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. You can contact me directly. And if you would like to be part of our Zoom Bible study, let me know in the comments, or you can reach out to me in a variety of ways. Most of you have my number or Instagram or TikTok. I'm pretty much everywhere, it seems like.
You are.
But you guys can just contact me. I'll get your information, and we can send that out via email so you can join us. Guys, love you guys. Hate that we're not able to meet in person, but we're going to make the best use of the time, right? We're going to stay sharp during this time, and I'll see you guys next week.